Hey lovelies, thanks for stopping by my channel. I am really excited for today's video because we are going to be playing with one of my favorite things from one of my favorite brands. I have two, not one, but two Natasha Denona palettes to play around with today. We have the All Matte Safari palette, and then we also have the Metropolis palette. Are either of these new? No, they're not. Do I care? Absolutely not, because I have wanted both of these for quite a while, and I decided that now was the time to go ahead and do it. And in all honesty, like, I am just deciding to get what I want when it's a great deal and not pick up something just because it's the hot thing. So that's exactly what happened with these. I was able to get both of these for an amazing price. I will get into that as we're playing around with it, but I just wanted to sit down and play with some eyeshadow. So I have, of course, the Safari palette. So this is all matte. We're going to go ahead and swatch a few of these shades. Of course, we will play around with a few of them. And then I also have the Metropolis. As I said, I love this packaging. Even though it's a fingerprint magnet, I do really like it. Now, I have to be very careful with this because unfortunately it came broken. Two of the shades right here are totally cracked. Like, actually, they honestly look like shrinky dinked. Let me see if I can like pull this up here. So if you guys can see, this actually looks like it shrunk in the pan. So that's really a bummer. I'm going to reach out to Sephora and see if I can get a replacement. So I was honestly just excited to get to sit down and play with some eyeshadow with you guys today. That's really all we're going to be doing. So I thought that maybe on one side I will use the Metropolis, and then on one side I will use the Safari. I thought then maybe, depending on how I feel about this like matte situation, that I would pull out one of the chromium shadows just so that we could like play with that as well. So yeah, we're just gonna be playing with some makeup today. So I thought I would start out with Metropolis with you guys. Now, like I said, I was able to get this for an amazing deal. It is $129, but I was able to get it for just $29 during the Sephora Friends and Family sale. The day that I went online to do some shopping, they happened to have some of the 1,000-point Rouge rewards. I think it's 1,000 points, where you get $100 off. Maybe it's 2,000, whatever it is, to be able to get $100 off. I was able to cash in my points. I totally hoard most of my points. Like everybody who gets those like $100 mini mascaras and stuff, I do that on occasion, but usually I hoard my points to be able to use them for the Rouge rewards. So I was able to get that $100 reward. Since you really can't like return things that you buy with that reward, I wanted to buy something that I knew I was really going to enjoy. So this little baby has been on my list for a very long time, so I thought now was the time. So I'm just going to swatch a few of these shades for you guys. I have come through with, let's see, we have Rust and Orium and Shield. This is also just kind of like helping me decide what I'm gonna do with my look. And oh my gosh, there are some pretty shades in here. Holy smokes. I am, of course, going to have to swatch some of these beautiful creamy mattes, but of course right now what's really drawing my eye in is the very metallic shades. Oh my god, that gold. So beautiful. Then we have Imperia, Royal, and Crest. Just gonna go down the arm. I'm not gonna swatch this whole palette because, like I said, this palette's been around the block. And obviously I'm not that great at arm swatches, but this is really more to help me with where I'm gonna go with this. So this mustard shade, I know I'm gonna be using this today. I mean, let's be real. So let's go onto the other arm with some of these. So I'm gonna grab that mustard, which is Rhizome. So let's grab Rhizome, and then we will grab Chrism and Pure. Wow, the feel of these mattes. So good. This is like my perfect fall palette because you have so many options in here. You have so many finishes. You have tons of different color stories. That is totally my jam. So I'm very excited to play. Like I said, this is most definitely going to be my perfect fall palette. I am very excited to have this one. So I'm just going to jump in and start playing, and we'll see where we end up.
You know that I'ma keep it cool. With you I feel like breaking rules. On the edge, looking out with no parachute. You know I'm dreaming about us two, playing around without a clue. On the edge, leaning out. With us it's all or nothing. Oh, but guess I need more of you. With us it's all or nothing, but guess I need more of you. You say it during night, but in the morning you just leave. With us it's all or nothing. Oh, but guess I need more of
Oh, you guys, I'm just realizing that I am doing a foundation wear test right now, and I've got a couple other videos that I'm doing. So this is kind of a hot mess, but I think what I'm gonna do is I will come back tomorrow and play with this Safari matte palette. I'll come back tomorrow. I'll still insert that in this video, but then that way I don't have to try to like wipe off this situation and disturb the foundation. So, by the way, new foundation review coming soon.
Why don't we talk about this? With us it's all or nothing. Ooh, but guess I need more of you. With us it's all or nothing. But guess I need more of you. You say you do it night, but in the morning you to sleep. With us it's all or nothing. With us it's all or nothing. Ooh, but guess I need more of you. With us it's all or nothing. But guess I need more of you. You say you do it night, but in the morning you to sleep. With us it's all or nothing.
Okay, before I go messing around with the duochrome shade, can we just appreciate how flipping pigmented these shades are? Like, you guys, this emerald green royal, I feel like I could have like blended that like up to my hairline, like almost dangerously so. Like, it's so creamy that it was just like not stopping. So I'm very excited with this so far. So we have 4 shades on so far. I think what I'm gonna do is use that duochrome shade that is Orium. You guys know I'm usually team no fingers, but I'm doing it for this one. I think this is just gonna be really good, like placed over the lid. How do people do this? Like, ugh, it's killing me right now, you guys, it's killing me. Oh, see, I stuck my nail in it. I can't do this. Fired. That is very, very pretty. I like that a lot. I do think I'm going to go through with a little bit of that shade on the middle of my lower lash line. So we'll see how this works. Definitely not using my finger for this part. And normally I would definitely do an eye look like this before foundation, but since I'm doing a foundation wear test and wanted to get that going earlier in the day, this is what we're dealing with. So it's all right. We'll just have fairy skin for a while because we definitely got some fallout on that one. Okay, I'm tempted to go through and add a little bit of this metallic shade on my brow bone. All right, I am definitely digging on this look. I always think just like that inner pop of lightness always helps. I'm gonna go through and do my water and tight line with the ColourPop Cream Gel Liner. This is the shade Fast Lane. So this is really just kind of like a nice, like, not quite forest, not quite emerald green. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pop this on. We'll do some lashes and lips and I'll be right back to show you the final look. Okay, ladies and gents, here we have the final look. I am really enjoying this. I can tell you right now, I am so glad I have this palette. I mean, just in the shades that I used, I think I used 6 shades just because I was like trying to use as many as I could without looking like a kaleidoscope. I am so impressed. Like, I know that I'm gonna love this. No regrets whatsoever. In all honesty, even if I had spent the full price for this palette, I have a feeling I would have gotten my money's worth out of it. So I'm very excited to have this one. And in case you guys are wondering what's on my lips, it's the Toffee shade from Persona Cosmetics. This gloss is so nice. I can't even remember. I think I got this in BoxyCharm actually, so I'm really liking this. But why don't we go ahead and get into our Safari. All right, day 2, palette 2. I'm very excited to get into this one. So today we're going to be working with, of course, the Natasha Denona Safari palette. So if you guys haven't seen this palette, I can hold this one a little bit closer since this one didn't come busted. But this is obviously an all matte palette, and I love the color story in here. You really have a wide variety. You definitely have, you know, some of your nice green blues. I love some of these richer shades. Of course, you know, I love a good like burnt orange moment. And I like that even these like purpley tones are still more muted. So for me, like, I'm not usually one to go towards like lilac, lavender, like really purple shades. Purple, really purple shades. So I like that these are that little bit of grunge there. So honestly, I'm not quite sure where I'm gonna go with this. I might also pull out one of the chromium shades. I think I'd mentioned that just because we're here doing Natasha Denona, so we might as well keep going with it, right? So if I do decide, you know, that this all matte look, I want to give it a little pop, that's probably what I will pull out. So I think I'm just gonna kind of play around and we'll see where we go, just as always in these makeup play dates. So before I get going on cleaning this up, I just wanted to kind of give you guys my first impression. Wow. So I have to say, like, every shadow that I used is so rich in color. So this first shade, Amara, that I put on, I actually like looked back down to make sure that I didn't dip into a different color because it was like really rich. So I really like that. I might end up taking one of these lighter colors just to like soften the brow bone a little bit. I haven't decided yet, but I do think I'm just going to end up going through with one of these deeper shades on my lower lash line, and I do want to make this a really nice crisp outer line. So I'm going to go ahead and clean that up and do the lash line. I think, honestly, I think I'm just gonna go through with this Voodoo shade on the lower lash line just to give a little bit of definition. So I will go ahead and work on that and be right back. All right, so here we have our final look. I am really liking this. The liner on this side, let's just look at this eye. I like this eye better. I did just go through with a little bit of Voodoo on a liner brush, just to like tap it really close to the lash line. Originally, I thought I was gonna like smoke it out more, but I actually really like this. I think it gives me just enough definition, but that absence of color on the bottom, I think, kind of balances it out. Of course, I'm tempted to just like leave it this sort of like smoky sunrise situation, but I think I'm gonna jazz it up with a little bit of Infernude because I feel like this shade is so under-celebrated. I feel like this shade does not get enough love out of the shades that Natasha launched. I feel like it's like the least talked about one, but I think that it's very usable in a lot of different ways. So I think I'm just gonna throw that in like more on the inner part of our lid. So let's go ahead and do that. You know, just playing around, why not? You'll have to let me know in the comments. Do you like it better with the chromium shade or without? I think that this just like gives it a little something extra. Just that little bit of shimmer, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side. I will do a little bit of lashes and liner and we can come back and finish the face. All right, so here we are with this final look. I am very happy. I have to say that the second eye, when I was using the chromium shades, it just worked better. Like it went on a little bit easier. So I did end up building a little bit more of that shade over the top of this lid. It was just like one swipe and a pat and I was good to go. Whereas this one, I had to like play with it a little bit. So I did definitely layer on just a little bit more, not too much, because I do find that those, if you do like more than like 2 layers, it gets crispy, crackly. So we did not go too far with that. But then I did just do some liner and lashes. These are actually like the top half of my Ardell. Are they Ardell? I think they're Kiss, the top half of the Kiss magnetic lashes. So I thought maybe I'd have a little bit of fun with the highlighter. This is the shade Prismatic Amethyst from Becca. I don't know if I'm gonna regret this or if it's gonna be a lot of fun. I could see this doing one of two things. I could see it being a lot of fun and enjoying the like little purple flip that it's gonna put on the coral blush, or it's gonna look really stupid. So we're just gonna go for it. Oh no, I like it. I think it like pulls the flip out of the eye look too, which is kind of what I was hoping would happen, but I would normally like pair this with a, you know, rosy blush. So this is different for me. Yeah, what do you guys think? I like it. Okay. Very excited. So now for lips, I just wanted to keep something a little bit on the softer side. I think I'm going to just go through with Contour from Pat McGrath and then top it with Fire from Tower 28. So this I got in that little mini set. I kept a couple for me, a couple for you guys to go into the giveaway. So I thought that this would be fun. It's not going to look like this crazy once it's on. So I'm going to do that really quick and then we will kind of check out our final look. All right, here we have the final look. I have enjoyed this play date so much. I hope you guys have enjoyed getting to sit down with me and play with a couple older Natasha Denona palettes. So maybe you guys have these palettes in your current collection. Maybe you were thinking of getting them. I did just look and the Natasha Denona palette is still 50% off on the website. So I thought that I mentioned that I got this 50% off, but maybe I didn't. Doing this 2 separate days, I can't remember what I said to you guys already, but I did get this for 50% off on the Natasha Denona website on Halloween. I saw that they were doing a little like, I thought it was like a flash sale, but it is still on sale right now. And then the day that I got it, they were also doing the 2 little mini liquid chromium shades, which I will probably just be putting into a giveaway because I have so many like liquid and cream shadows I don't know what to do with myself, in all honesty. So I have had a lot of fun. I hope that you've been inspired by these looks. If you do have these palettes, dig them out. I have been looking at both of these palettes for a very long time and I just didn't, partially because I just really didn't want to pay full price. And, you know, part of it was like, you need to wait and see if you really want these. And honestly, no regrets with either of these palettes. I really had such a fun time playing with these and I can't wait to do it more. Now, if you guys like this video, please don't forget to give it a like. If you aren't subscribed to me here on my channel, I would love if you would join. Don't forget to click that notification bell so you don't miss out on those future videos. I'll see you really soon. And I will kind of get into that, but like I said, neither of these are new.